Good morning. Good morning, elephants. Let's see. Let's wait for just a second. Let some people show up. Let's see, what is today? Today is, I have no idea what the date is, but I do. Is the 11th? Thank you. It's November the 11th. Just want to let a couple of people join in here. I want to say thank you to everybody who watched the last video that I posted, and there's a lot of people that reposted it, and I just want to say thank you for reposting these videos. Thank you. Well, I did know it was Veterans Day, Devin. Just so bad at dates. Thank you. Yes, it is Veterans Day, so actually I should even stop and say thank you to all the veterans who have made it a possibility for me to sit here and do what I do and say the things that I say. I've been sent some questions, so I'm going to go ahead and answer these questions, which are really good questions. It says, how long have you been sober and what is your sobriety date? So it's pretty well known that I'm sober. My sobriety date is January 27th, 1997, and I'm 19 years sober. What is my view on tattoos and spirituality? I think that my views on tattoos and spirituality is pretty simple. Spirituality is spirituality. Tattoos are tattoos. I don't think a blind person is going to hear whether or not you have tattoos if your message is, you know, a good message. So that's kind of my feelings. Just because I have tattoos doesn't make me any more or any less qualified to be who I am or have an opinion or have experiences. I think my views on tattoos and spirituality are 100% separate. My views on tattoos are, obviously I like them. Obviously I think they're cool. Obviously for me, my tattoos tell a story. And spirituality, I love that. And I think it's great. Somebody just gave me an angry face. Why angry face? Anyways, let's go ahead and see the next question. Let's see. How can I stay happy when the world looks like it does? That is a really good question. And I'm not sure that you're going to love my answer, because my answer is simply you make a choice. See, I don't know if you've ever been in any kind of a traumatic situation or any kind of a like a situation where everything was unsettled or scary, but if you were to watch from the outside looking in, everybody makes their own choice on how they respond to things. I'll tell a little bit of my story. So a little bit of my story is that I was a very angry person, and I had some really traumatic things happen. When I say really traumatic, I mean really traumatic. I won't go into it right now because I don't need to. I'll just let you know that anybody who knows me knows that I could sit there and say, you know what, this world sucks, I've been treated poorly, and so I'm angry and I'm bitter. And I remember my prayer was, please don't let me become bitter. I had to stay really connected to what the true truth is. Good morning, Yancy. I had to stay connected to what the true truth is. The true truth is something that resonates, like right here for me. When I look at a situation and I come from a place of ego, I get angry, or I get indignant, or I get rightful. But when I come from a place of, thank you, we just got a delivery. When I come from a place of love, everything seems to be a little bit better. So my suggestion is find out where the love is. We have a choice on how we act, how we respond to everything. And I think that you need to just make a choice. Yeah, Yvette, you put it perfectly. You just choose. And people say, well, how can I choose when it seems like this world is choosing for me? It's not choosing for you. Everything that you choose to be in the middle of is your choice. I'll probably go into that later on in another video. Let's see. What about struggling with having too strong emotions or being in a relationship that should have ended far sooner? Wow, do I have experience with that? First of all, I think that too strong of emotions is subjective. So that's a judgment on whether your emotions are proper or right-sized. Too strong of emotions is probably whoever's looking at it. I will say this. If your emotions are too strong towards a person because you are expecting that person to fulfill you and make you love yourself and make you feel safe or better, then that is an inside job that needs to be fixed. Staying in a relationship too long has good and bad. And I believe that everything, every bad situation, quote unquote bad, has good and bad to it. Being in the relationships that I've been in, have all taught me how to become the person I am now. Taught me what I do and don't want in a relationship, and as long as I don't go and I don't repeat that in the next relationship, then that relationship has served a purpose. So I don't think that there's any such thing as making even a wrong decision. Oh, and that's really touchy. So let me be clear on my words here. If we make a wrong decision and continue on that path and don't learn from it, then it is maybe the wrong decision. But if we make a wrong decision and we stop and we recognize that it's a wrong decision and learn from it and choose different choices in the future and create better things, then I don't think that it was necessarily the wrong decision. And I might be all alone in that, you know. I don't know. Does anybody have any questions? I mean, I love you guys. I'm thumbs upping you and I'm hearting you too. Does anybody have any questions? If you do have a question, feel free to put it across down there. I did a video the other morning, and I got a lot of people that sent me messages about the video, and it was about deliberate creation. It was about how the law of attraction turns into deliberate creation. But the next thing past that, they said, what happens after the deliberate creation? And people sent me messages like, I've done the law of attraction and now I'm doing the deliberate creation. It's not reaching me. And that's where the next law comes in. The next law is called the law of allowance, or the law of allowing. And so we can learn that we make decisions and we bring things to ourselves by our thoughts, and then the next is deliberately creating. That's choosing which thoughts that we are choosing and making something different. But then after that is the law of allowance, and the law of allowance says that thank you Mumbles for sharing my video. I appreciate it. The law of allowance states for you to get rid of your thoughts that are blocking you from getting the things that you are creating. See, there's a whole nother world even past that. I can't tell you how many times I've been like, okay, I'm thinking bad thoughts, so I'm going to think good thoughts. And then I start to think good thoughts, and different things start coming towards me. And as these different things come towards me, I go, oh my God, I don't deserve this. And then they just stop. Everything just stops. There's a whole process to go through. People have asked me about spiritual kindergarten and said, is this, you know, what is this spiritual kindergarten? It's just something that has evolved over the last 19 years of my sobriety, and it has nothing to do with AA or NA or any of the A's, you know. It has to do with, at some point in time, we got to make a choice on what we're doing here after we get ourselves straight. My friend Allie does this. So Allie, this is yours. I will continuously say this is yours. She does this and then this. So we have to become aligned before we can create on the outside. And hi, oh, my daughter just joined. Hi Brianna, how are you? I love you. So we have to become aligned before we take care of the outside. And I love that, because constantly through the day I just remember this: aligned, and then I fix the outside. As long as we're aligned on the inside, we can do major, powerful things on the outside. But we've got to come to a place to where we know what we think, we know what we're creating. So I'm going to put this out to you. Every single day I do affirmations. I usually give 2, but today I'm going to give a challenge for you guys. I'm going to give you a huge challenge. This is my challenge to you. My challenge is, I want you to go and find the good that could come out of every bad situation that you come across. All right? Christopher Herney, oh, he said, thanks for tricking me into being an alcoholic. Life has never been better. It's your fault. I love that. I love that. Let me tell you a little bit about Chris. Chris is amazing. Chris and I met on this message board years ago about punk rock. We were on a punk rock message board, and he was very controversial, very opinionated, and I was just drawn to him. I loved his passion. I loved everything about him. We became friends on this message board. And I got to know Chris, and I got to hear all of his debauchery, and you know, the day after and what he thought. And one day Chris sent me a message, and I was like, well, maybe you're an alcoholic. Maybe you might want to try, you know, getting sober or something like that. I don't remember it 100%, but I do know that that it was that. And then today, Chris is one of my friends, and he is an amazing human being, an amazing father, an amazing member of this world, and he creates this awesome vibe everywhere he goes. And so I'm just super stoked that I get to be your friend today, Chris, and see the difference. And you're welcome. I'm glad I tricked you into into realizing you're an alcoholic. Is there anybody else? Oh, Mumbles, you are, thank you, seriously, and thank you for telling me that I'm welcome. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys don't have any other questions, then I will go ahead and leave you with that challenge for today. Your challenge for today is to, wait, Chris is saying, I think my exact words were, would it look good in front of a judge if I proactively go to AA? Not that I need it. That's awesome. See? Just got tricked into having a wonderful life. All right, so here we go. Again, I will leave you with your task for the day is to go and see what possible good could come out of everything that you think is bad today. Just like people say the Trump presidency and all these horrible things that are happening because of the election. How about this? Maybe we needed somebody to shake us up. And I'm not for Trump. I am not for Hillary. I'm not for anyone. How about if we just needed something to shake us up, because it seems that people are opening their mouths and speaking up. How about we all decide to do something better? Everybody can decide to scream and yell about Trump, about Hillary. You scream and yell all you want. But here's my challenge to you. Let's do something different. If you don't like what it is that's happening, create something different, okay? All right, guys, I love you. So affirmations of today is, first one, I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. I love that. I love you too, Sean Noon Bosco. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. That's the first affirmation. And if you don't like that one, then let's go with, I'm a chooser today, and I choose to be happy. All right, guys? I am healthy, wealthy, and wise, or I am a chooser today, and I choose to be happy. All right, guys. That's it. I love you, my elephants. Get this taken care of before you can take care of this, and that's it. I'm out. Feel free to share this. Give me thumbs up. Give me love. The more people I could reach, the better. It makes my heart so happy that I get to be a part of this wonderful, wonderful world with you guys, and that there's actually people watching. Have the best day.